Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing my Christmas book haul. I don't think that book hauls are going to be too much of a thing on this channel because I try to not buy so many books. I don't have a ton of space over here, so I'm feeling a little bit crowded. Also, I usually don't buy books in bulk anyway. It's just like, oh, a book here, a book there, you know. But December was a very weird month for me. I ended up getting a lot of books for Christmas and I ended up buying myself way too many books. I had some birthday and Christmas money to burn, and your girl burn it on books. So I got quite a bit. I think I have 11 or 12 books to haul. Also, in general, I have been trying to use the Libby app more often to get ebooks on my Kindle, which I've been really enjoying. So yeah, not sure how much of a thing book hauls will be on the channel, but it is today. So I've got a lot of books I'm really excited about. So hopefully, maybe you guys have read some. If you did, let me know what you think of them. I want to know. All right, so our first one is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I've not read anything by this author. I don't even know if he has other books other than Children of Time in like that series. But yeah, if you've read anything by him, let me know. This is a science fiction book. It's pretty thick. I believe it's like 600 pages. And I believe it's like post-apocalyptic Earth, finding a new planet, finding other life. I believe big spiders are a thing, which I'm not usually into and I'm kind of tired of them. But I usually see big spiders in a fantasy context rather than science fiction. So maybe this will be refreshing in that regard. But yeah, I just remember, I don't really remember a whole lot about why I felt drawn to this because it's been a minute since I've really seen it described in detail, but it just felt like thematically and just in terms of like the science of the science fiction, I guess, I feel like it should work for me. And it just sounded like something that I would really love. So I don't remember a ton about it, but I remember thinking, OMG, this looks amazing. So I have it now and I will find out. So since it's so thick, this will probably be more of a summer read for me. So the next book I have to share with you all is Sharks in the Time of Saviors by Kawhi Strong Washburn. I think that's how you say his first name, Kawhi, maybe. I heard about this book on Noelle Gallagher's channel. I love her channel. I think that she's very analytical. I like hearing about the books that she reads for her master's degree as well as the stuff that she reads for fun, and I believe that this was a fun book for her. This book, if I remember right, is about this family, and one of the children is very connected to nature, and I believe as part of the premise, there's a time where this boy is like swimming out in like the ocean, and a shark grabs him in his jaws and drops him back off the beach and then just goes back, and it's about how this whole family has kind of dealt with having these weird things happen with this kid, and it's not just about him, it's about the whole family. And I really love books where, I don't know, I'm kind of picky about straight up magical realism where like there's like a lot of weird stuff going on or there's like a lot of different elements. But I do tend to like where there's one paranormal element and the rest of the book feels more like a contemporary. You know what I mean? So I think that this sounds really lovely. I believe this is technically considered literary fiction. But yeah, Sharks in the Time of Saviors, everyone. Very excited for it. Okay, so this next one, I'm so excited to haul, y'all. I am finally going to read Ring by Koji Suzuki. I am a major stan of the movie The Ring. I even liked the sequel, The Ring 2. A lot of people hate on it. I really liked it, and I know that that sequel that we got in the United States, The Ring 2, does not quite follow the book series, which is fine. So I know that this isn't going to be exactly like the movies in any way. But I'm just really excited to read the source material for that movie because I've loved it for so much and I've been so horrified by it. But yeah, this has been a long time coming, y'all. Also, I really think that this edition is cool. Look at the dust jacket. The dust jacket is like clear and it just has like the title in rings. But yeah, and the spine is cool. Plastic out of my eye. Ooh. Okay, that was awkward. But I'm hoping at least that, I know it's not going to be, you know, the same, but I have hope that it will still be, you know, spooky and enjoyable, and I've heard some overall pretty decent things about it. And then if I like this one, I will continue on with the other books. They have other books in the series, So this one's Ring, and then there's Spiral, Loop, and I believe that there's a prequel book called Birthday, which is funny to me. The books are Ring, Spiral, Loop, Birthday. Random, but so cool. Alright, so the next one that I'm hauling is The Ancestor by, I don't know who this is by, Danielle Trussoni? Fancy name. Beautiful cover too. I'm very basic for like stars on a cover. And this whole like estate or whatever in the mountains really makes me think of The Shining. So that's cool. I don't remember a ton about what this is about either. But I believe that it has to do with a creepy house, and then they find something weird out, like they find out something weird about their ancestor or something. That's really vague, but I'm under the impression that there's like gothic vibes. It's funny because like I know for a long time that I want a book because I looked into it and I'm like, yes, I'm going to like this. And by the time I get it, I like forget everything about it. So I guess this will be a nice surprise, hopefully. So in the same vein of like horror, I got a gothic classic, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know how to say anyone's name. But yeah, this is kind of one of the OG gothic classics. I love gothic literature. I love Jane Eyre. Wuthering Heights was pretty good. It says, last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. With these words, the reader is ushered into an isolated gray stone mansion on the windswept Cornish coast, as the second Mrs. Maxim de Winter recalls the chilling events that transpired as she began her new life as the young bride of a husband she barely knew. And so it looks like there's some stuff with the past, eerie stuff going on, secrets. Sounds good to me. Okay, so the next two are the sequels to The Three Body Problem, because I read that and it was one of my favorite books of the year. So if you didn't look at my favorite books of 2021 video, check that out. I talk a lot about The Three Body Problem. So I got the sequel, The Dark Forest by Cizin Liu, and this one is translated by Joel Martinson. And then I have the last one, at least I think it's the last one, Death's End. This one's translated by Ken Liu. So I think that the covers are cool. Yes. I think that the spines are really cool. I like the colors. Three Body Problem is green. So that looks really pretty on the shelf. And this one has to do with aliens. And how they're kind of, I'm not going to say more than that. It's about aliens. But yeah, very, very good. Very excited to finish out the series. I don't know when I might have to start The Dark Forest soon because I want to know what happens. It's so good. All right, so the next one I've already started reading and I'm so excited about it. And it's kind of like one of the odd ones out of the whole haul. Sweep by Kate Tiernan. Listen, guys, I'm so excited about reading this. Like, I'm partway through. It is a bind up of the first 3 books of this rather large series. And so this one has Book of Shadows, The Coven, and Blood Witch. And I finished the first one. I finished Book of Shadows. I'm partway through The Coven. Like, y'all don't understand how many years I have been looking for a book that is similar to the movie The Craft. I love The Craft. I'm so basic for it. And so if you're not familiar with it, it's from like 1996, and it's about this girl that joins a coven of witches, and it's about them kind of discovering their powers and having kind of power struggles and problems within the group. And what's special about it is that it's based in like actual Wicca, which is so interesting, because even though I don't really like practice Wicca, I think it's fun. I'm a spiritual human, so I like looking at all of that stuff, and so I liked seeing it embedded into the plot so naturally and so accurately, which is what I thought was interesting, like a magic system that's actually based in a religion that people actually practice. And so, at long last, I found what I'm looking for. And I found it in such a random way, too. I was watching a video from Jean Bookish Thoughts. She's adorable, by the way. I love her, and she's very smart. But she had a video where she's recommending books about witches, and this came up. And so she didn't like say like, oh, read this if you like The Craft. But what she did do is she was like just kind of describing it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is it. And so I had to get this. I don't want to give too much away. I will say that this is doing a lot of what I wanted it to do. Like, it's trashy YA, but like, I'm obviously good with that. I like trashy YA. So like, it is similar to The Craft in the ways that I need it to be, but there's also like an element of romance, which is overall nice. I do have some reservations about the love interest so far. But I'll talk more about that in like my next wrap-up video. So I'm so excited. Okay, so then I got some really cool nonfiction stuff too, y'all. So I got Michio Kaku's Mission of the Impossible. I read his book Parallel Worlds, absolutely loved it. So even though like this is like theoretical physics and I'm not the most sciencey person out there, I feel like he explains things in a way that I understand, and these are topics that I'm actually really interested in. So excited for that. I think that'll be great. I finally got a hold of Zen and the Art of Writing by Ray Bradbury. I've liked so many quotes that have come from this book, like on Goodreads, where you can like quotes or whatever. And so I've been dying to read it. And it's just like his thoughts, and it's like essays on writing and about creativity. It looks like some of it is formatted like poems. And it's really short. It's only like 174 pages. But I feel like this might be the type of science fiction, the type of nonfiction where I'm like highlighting a little bit. Jesus. Sunny's gone wild. And so the last one, I'm so excited about, y'all. And it's gonna seem so random, but just let me talk about it for a second, okay? As I knew him, my dad read Serling by Anne Serling. And so, first of all, I love Rod Serling. And so he is the host of the original Twilight Zone. And he wrote episodes, and he was just an icon in every way. Like, he had such a fascinating life. He served in World War II. He won well, you don't really win a Purple Heart. He was awarded a Purple Heart. And, you know, he did have his kind of struggles with PTSD, but he contributed so much to science fiction. He was such a good person. So I'm really excited to read more about him. But what's really cool about this edition, guys, my dad got it for me. It's signed and personalized. So that's really special. It says, "For Rachel, kindest regards, Anne Serling." I'm so excited. But I think this is going to be a good read. I don't usually do memoirs, but I will read like a memoir about Rod Serling. I think that this is going to be great. So that's the haul, y'all. I got lots of cool books to read. I still have plenty of unread books on my shelf that I've hauled like last year and a little bit even the year before that. Because I'm getting distracted by the Libby app in my Kindle, because I do really like using that, and I like alternating between like reading a Kindle book and reading a physical book. But like, I do need to like read more of the books that are on my shelf before I do too much on the Kindle. So my cat has the zoomies right now, so we are hearing a lot of sound effects of him running back and forth, and I apologize for that. But yeah, looking forward to reading these at some point. Hopefully they're all really good. I got really high hopes about literally all of them. So yay! Hopefully you guys got some cool books for Christmas too. So you can never, I mean, you can have too many books. I am running out of space, but like, you can never have too many books on hand. Books are great. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably have a wrap up at the end of January talking about what I read in December and January. So bye.